Good evening. So today I listened to a few other intuitives, and just looking through, scrolling through YouTube, I noticed a lot of warnings, sort of warnings, prophecies, people foretelling of something coming. And I have also been pretty anxious. My wife's had trouble sleeping. It's been like the energy is very tense right now under this full moon. And there's been a lot of talk about something coming, and I wanted to know. So I specifically asked my guides, what is it? Today I decided to use the Osho Zen Tarot deck. I've had this deck for many, many years, and so I'm very familiar with it. And so I asked my guides to tell us, what is up? What are we waiting for? Exactly what is this that's coming? And so I chose no cards. I let the guides pick for me. And the situation card, apparently what we are waiting for that's going to happen soon, is this piercing of the veil, so that it relieves us of our illusions, right? So what might challenge that? What could maybe kind of get in the way of that? Or what do we tend to look at? Illusion, right? This is projections of not really being sure about what's true or where you find the truth. And so this card says, does what you're seeing, does it belong to you? If it doesn't, ignore it. If it does, if it provokes you, then there's something within yourself to look at. Beneath all of this, standing at the base of it, are the insights that so many people are having, right? This is a powerful, insightful card. A lot of people are seeing something happening. And so that's really at the basis of this reading, because that pretty much was my question. And what has most recently happened? Another major arcana, the 10, the Wheel of Fortune, which to me is karma. In its true sense, like what goes around comes around, and all things that are meant to be must be. Whatever goes up must come down. And the wheel of karma turns. There's no stopping the wheel, right? So crowning the entire reading, what is consciously happening right now is this letting go card, that something is done, something is over, and it's time to let go of it, right? Personally, I see this as toxic masculinity. A lot of things are kind of twisted right now with respect to reality and truth, and I think it's time for those things to fall away. I don't think they'll be able to survive in the new energy that's moving onto the planet. So the next turn of events, strangely, and my cards are not new, so they don't stick together, but I didn't even notice until I was reading that two cards actually were stacked in this. And the two cards were these. This one. This one actually means the journey is not over yet. And this one means pay attention, right? So in what is coming next, still doesn't really say exactly what it is, but it does underline the fact that it's not over, whatever that might mean to you, and to pay attention, right? So the next card is kind of the energy around the reading and the situation that is at hand, and that card came up as the source. In some readings, this might be the world. In some tarot cards, the Osho Zen Tarot, it says, go to the source. It's always there. So what is happening? Look within and see, because a lot of the changes, I do believe that our planet we're going through a leap in consciousness. And so all the answers to what is going on and what to do are not found out there. They're really going to be found within. This is why I came to this reading, because I want to know for myself. I know what other people are saying. I want to know for myself. And I encourage you to do the same. So the card that tells like the outside energies, how other people are seeing what is going to happen, is this very, very tight card. It's morality is what the card is called. And this card shows not even really being alive, being so wound up, so tight that they can't even move, that they don't even acknowledge life, and they're so blinded that they cannot see truth, right? So apparently whatever is happening or going to happen, there will be people on the outside looking in and people on the inside that understand better. It's kind of how I would read it. Although I hate to read something that's like disconnect, because I do believe we're coming into a greater sense of connection. Hopes and fears around what is about to happen. The Control card. This is, I believe this is the King of Swords in a regular tarot deck. And this card is all about control, about everything being perfect, right? So both hopes and fears. I mean, if something is about to be revealed, it would be obvious that we would want it to come to us in an easy way, but also there's the idea that of, I don't know, higher powers, other powers, power over, maybe not wanting to lose control. So the final outcome card in this case is, this beautiful card. Maturity is what the Osho Zen card is called, and this card represents the a gift for having. This would be the 10 of Cups. It would be a card of celebration and joy for something that is done, and it's done well. So I don't know what's coming for us. I know that we are on an event horizon, you could call it, where there will be no going back after whatever is coming out for us comes out. Not sure what it involves. I know from others that I've heard that it's something that we are not imagining right now. It's greater than what we can actually imagine. So if that is true, then it may be information or something that's a bit overwhelming, and some people may be very overwhelmed by it. But I wanted to send this message out there and say, be prepared for it, but know that whatever it is, there is beauty that's going to come from it. Because you know how truth can be. Sometimes truth is a double-edged sword, I believe they say, or it cuts both ways, right? Truth, it's a beautiful thing because it does set us free. These are so cliche. It does set us free, but on the other hand, truth can be quite cutting and painful, especially at first. So take care of yourself. Be gentle with yourself. Get plenty of rest. Be prepared for whatever might happen. Pop your popcorn and melt your butter. That's all for now. You could, if you see this, you could subscribe. That would be great.